Okay guys, so we're in Grindelwald. I'm really excited to be here after all preparation leading up to this race. I'm really looking forward to getting out there. So I'm here for Eiger 101 this weekend, and the mountains here are incredible. So we're going to head up the chairlift now to the first, so we get a great view over the Eiger. I'm going to show you guys what I get up to today, show you a bit of the area. So I'm just getting my gear ready for the race now. So it's always good, obviously, you got to carry some mandatory gear for these races. But I get a lot of people asking me what gear I use. So I'm just going to talk you through all the major kind of gear that I use in these ultra races at the moment. It does change and fluctuate from time to time, but this is what I'm using at the moment. I'm really happy with this. It's working really well in the races this year. So we'll start over here with just nutrition. Nutrition is obviously an important part of any race strategy. It's important to get your calories in, especially when you're doing an ultra, when you're out there for 12 hours or more, obviously depending on how long the ultra is. So with nutrition, we've got some Unived run drink mixes here, about 100 calories each. So really good to keep those electrolytes balanced, but also some good energy coming in as like a steady stream of your hydration as well. So I really enjoy those. Then onto gels. Typically I always start with around 12 gels. Then I know that I've got a good 1200 calories or so. And then from there, I'll just do what I can. I always take some fruit aid stations. I've talked about this before, some bananas, maybe some oranges. But I also like to make sure I've got some denser calories. So I like to have some of these energy bars. So I have the Runnable bars, but typically I like to keep things a bit lighter with the gels there. Jacket wise, I'm using the Hoka Anione team jacket here. So it's really nice, light, waterproof. Using the Nathan soft flask balls. Soft flask balls are now pretty much standard. Most ultra runners are using them. Really handy, collapsible down when you've used them, so it doesn't take up too much space and really light in your pack. I'm actually going to take these two 350ml bottles on the race, so it's not actually a lot of water, but I'll take some 500ml, one or maybe even a couple, just in case I switch over in the race if I decide that I need to drink a bit more. I'll make that decision looking at the weather the day beforehand. If it's not going to be too hot up on the peaks, then I think I'll probably be pretty happy with some 350ml flasks. Collapsible cup, gotta have this as part of the mandatory gear, race space. Shout out to those guys in Hong Kong. Nathan Vapor Cra vest, really enjoy it. Lots of capacity there, works really well, really light, and lots of space to pull the mandatory gear in. I made a few alterations to this vest, really simple, from another Nathan vest, my old one, my Vapor Air that I used to use. Took some of the pull tags off it, that actually kind of cinched down as well, and managed to kind of just tie them to the pack really. No stitching involved on the waist strap here, and then up here on the shoulder, so that I can actually slide my poles in. So it works really well. I was really surprised of such an easy fix, rather than having to take the pack off and put the poles on the back, which I never really want to do in a race. You want to be nice and light and fast and have them easy to access. I'll be using the Micro Trail Pro poles. Really enjoy these, work really well with their trigger shark system with the glove. So you kind of strap down to your wrist, so you've always got it there, and then clips into the top. These work really well, really light, really easy, and I really like the feel of the thin cork handle. Works really well in the race and just makes a nice and comfortable experience throughout the race, and especially when you're on these long alpine climbs, poles are going to be a must within this kind of race, I reckon. I'd be very surprised that a lot of the top guys aren't using poles. So poles, that's taken care of. Then onto shoes. I'm really excited with these. Got these the other day, the Hoka Evo Mafatis. Really nice shoe, really fast, really light, but some great cushioning underneath. Clothing's obviously a really important factor in these races. You want to wear something that's comfortable, that feels good. And for me, that's been Compress Sport this year, so I'm really enjoying the Compress Sport gear. It's just really nice, really light. So I've got the trail socks, fresh pair there. Calf sleeves, the oxygen calf sleeves. Really enjoy these compared to the last ones. The last ones are great, but these just feel super light, really comfortable, and give that little bit of extra support, which makes a big difference for myself on these long descents I really find that my legs just feel a little bit fresher, a little bit longer, and keep me nice and warm, which is important. The trail shirt, this is a great shirt, really practical. It's almost like a cycling shirt, but really light, really good ventilation, but keeps the heat in as well. So you can see it's got all these kind of micro holes there, which help to kind of wick the moisture away from your skin. And this back pocket I found is really useful. That's why I put a lot of my gels in UTA. Actually didn't have too many gels in my pack. I managed to get most of them in the back there and actually felt really stable and worked really well. So one of the pockets I used for the gels and the other one for the rubbish, kept them out of the way and really did the trick. And then the trail shorts as well. These shorts I really do enjoy. I've had compression shorts before, the compress sport ones, and I wasn't really enjoying the experience of running in them. I found that I always got a bit of chafing problems, but the compress sport one seems to do me really well and keep everything where it needs to be, whilst also keeping the quads and the legs feeling nice and fresh throughout the race. Next, gotta have the sunglasses, part of the mandatory gear, so Alpina Mente sunglasses there, really good trail running glasses. Got some mandatory gear bits, so a bit of bandage you gotta have, foil blanket, obviously really useful if you're in an emergency situation. I've got my trail running phone. I don't know if you've seen this in videos before, really small. Head torches, a couple of head torches here. The race starts at 4 in the morning, so obviously you'll be starting with a head torch, but hopefully with it being long summer days now as well, I won't need to take one out towards the end of the race. So that's the goal, try and finish before it gets dark. So just got 2 light head torches, some spare batteries as well. For the most part, that's all my gear. I have got another pack here of just some mandatory gear, some waterproof pants, a buff, some gloves, and a thicker base layer that I've got to have in case I get into a situation when I'm getting really cold, so I need to put some more layers on. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's always important to make sure you've got all the mandatory gear, can't cut any corners there. Even the faster guys, the slower guys, everyone's got to have the same gear. But it is worthwhile making sure you've got light gear that you can trust, but that works really well, and making sure that it works well and you're used to it and you've trained in it before any race is obviously really important. And when you're out there running for a long time in these ultras, you need to be comfortable. So that's my gear. Hope that's answered some of your questions. Maybe I'll put some links below if you guys are interested in checking out some of this gear for yourselves. I'm gonna pack my bag now, make sure I'm nice and ready and prepared. Any of the race kind of footage, I'm gonna put together another race video similar to UTA. So hopefully you guys will come along, you watch that and you enjoy that when it comes out. But I hope you've enjoyed this little training series. It's only been a small one, 4 series, but I've tried my best to try and really look at some of the questions that you guys had and try and address and help you guys out on your journey perhaps, or give you some ideas or tips for when you're training for your ultras. So I'll be doing more videos like this in the future for sure. Might do a series for CCC again this year, which I'll be going straight into training for that, hopefully if I've had some good recovery following Eiger. So there's always more videos on the way, guys. I really hope you're enjoying them. Really grateful for all the support, all the feedback, all the positive feedback that you guys give. It really means a lot to me. So if you like this channel, guys, or if you're not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button, like the video. But yeah, stick around for the next videos in the next few days. I hope you're having some great adventures with yourselves there, guys. Happy running.